What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Now, in today's video, we're going to go over Bitcoin as its price has been falling, leaving many investors to wonder what in the world is going on. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. Now, looking at Bitcoin here, what we can see is that its price has now started to reach those breakdown levels that you and I have been speaking about for the last couple weeks. I've told you all that, listen, yes, Bitcoin is seeing a little bit of sideways movement over the last few months, but realistically, this isn't a terrible thing because we've created a ton of liquidity, a ton of points of support, all of which could help boost Bitcoin's price back to the upside. Now, you guys know I have been cautious. I have been saying, listen, you need to be aware of the fact that we have something that looks like an M-top forming here. And if Bitcoin's price does lose all of these support levels, then yeah, we might be on track to see a macro pullback, right? We might be on track to see a little bit of a little mini catastrophic pullback there. But realistically, there's so many things that have to happen between now and then. I'm not stressing about that. There's literally no point in stressing about it. If we deal with that, then we deal with it. And we'll just have to worry about that when the time comes. But what we can see here is that Bitcoin's price is now starting to operate and reach some of those key breakdown targets that you and I spoke about. You know, Bitcoin put in a little micro M-top here. Boom, this little thingy right here. Boom, this right here, right? And I told you all, the moment that we got this back test right here and it failed to re-clear that mid-level of support, that we're probably coming back down to this level. And the first level being right around $65,000. Now, I said not only is $65,000 a strong psychological level, it also is a very important level in terms of resistance, in terms of support, in terms of resistance back here, and then obviously now in terms of support on both of these occasions. And so knowing that this is such a strong micro level of liquidity, resistance, and support on both sides, I knew that realistically this thing is going to probably try to act like a magnet and at least try to pull Bitcoin's price down to it, and that is now what happened. And so what my plans are and my idea here is that I still think that Bitcoin is in a macro bull market. I still think that Bitcoin is going to reach $110,000, $115,000, $120,000 at some given point over the next 24 months. No idea when. I just think that it will do that. And since I am still under that belief and knowing that that still could be another 80, 90, 100% in gains from here, I am not afraid to dollar cost average here. Now, my current dollar cost average in my macro portfolio for Bitcoin is right around $28,000. So I'm not doing a ton of dollar cost averaging in because I am sitting nearly at a 3x. But realistically, I still do want more Bitcoin, as I am, of course, saying from work or whatever it may be, making more money. I want to be allocating some of that cash into crypto. That's just how I've always done it, and that's how I'll continue to do it. And so the way that I'm going about it is just quite simply buying Bitcoin on macro levels of support. So currently I have 3 levels of support laid out. These are going to be the 3 levels that I plan on buying Bitcoin at, and I'm not really going to do much else. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to be doing is $65,000. The second one that I'm going to be doing is $60,000. And then the very last one that I'm going to be doing is $56,000. These are the 3 strongest levels of support that Bitcoin has faced over the last couple months, and they are the ones that I think are the most likely for Bitcoin's price to be able to use to continue to the upside. For example, if Bitcoin's price does bounce here off of $65,000, fantastic. But say, for example, it loses $65,000, fails a back test. I think it's likely that we head back towards $60,000 to retest this point of liquidity here, as you can see. And if that one is lost, then there's only one left that's below us, and that is, of course, our previous point of support, which is $56,000 before we've now enacted a full M-top, and now things probably do get a little bit ugly for us over the next few months at that given point. And so because of that, I'm not scared of it though. It doesn't bother me. I have high conviction that Bitcoin is going to breach over $100,000 one day. And so because of that, I have no fear dollar cost averaging in. I have no fear buying here. And still considering, again, my average cost is so low, even though my buying right here is not going to be enough to raise my average cost so much that I'm going to end up negative at any point soon. So it doesn't scare me, right? And so that's my plan and that's my strategy. We are seeing some of our indicators showing that we are possibly going to see this thing slow down pretty soon here, right? We are seeing the RSI now nose diving below 50, currently sitting around the 39% threshold, which isn't terrible. We are already starting to get some signs of divergence. If you look at this, right, we have this low and we have this low. That's a lower low. But if you look at that same aligning low here on the chart right here, boom, this low to where we are now is a higher low, so that does show that there is bullish divergence. It does go to show that the charts and the price itself are resetting faster than their actual momentum is, which is quite simply just or the strength and the momentum itself, which just tells me that we could possibly see a higher low established. And so because of that, I am still pretty confident that one of these support levels can hold as support, and I will be buying on all 3 of them if Bitcoin's price does reach any of them. And so because of that, guys, that is all I'm doing right now. Very plain, very simple, very easy. I'm not doing too much. So let me know down in the comments below, what is your strategy? What is your your plan? How do you plan on going about this little pullback that we're seeing right now? And of course, make sure that you do subscribe while you are down there so you never miss another video. Guys, also don't forget, I have a private Discord server that you can see everything that I'm buying. You get alpha reports, we have gym callers, live streams, seminars, traders, and much more in there. So you can go check that out down below if you are interested. And I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.